Okay, look at this question again based on 1D motion. If the distance is covered by an accelerated body during the lth, mth, and nth seconds are a, b, and c respectively, then the correct relation is. Four options are given. We have to check the relation. Okay, so let's first understand one concept. In n seconds, okay, in n seconds, what is the displacement of a particle? So s equal to u times t. So un plus acceleration. Let acceleration be p. So p n squared by 2. Okay, p is acceleration, right? So this is the displacement of a particle in n seconds. So in n minus 1 seconds, what will be the displacement? So this is Sn, this is Sn minus 1 will be u times n minus 1 plus p times n minus 1 whole square by 2. So basically what? This is your starting position. Wait, this is your starting position. This is the displacement in n minus 1 seconds, and this is the displacement in n seconds. Okay, so at n minus 1 you are at this point, at n seconds you are at this point. So what is your displacement in nth second? So I can write down displacement in nth second is what? So I can easily write down Sn minus Sn minus 1. So Sn minus Sn minus 1. So Sn is what? Un plus Pn square by 2 minus Un minus 1 minus P n minus 1 whole square by 2. Okay. So Un minus Un will cancel out. Okay. We can write this down as this will be Pn square by 2 plus U plus P by 2. Open the square bracket. So that will give you n square minus 2n plus 1. Okay. So again Pn square by 2 will cancel out and you will get U. One correction over here, this will be minus n actually. So Pn square by 2 minus Pn square by 2 will cancel out and you will get plus Pn minus P by 2. This is what you will get. So I can write this as U plus P by 2 times 2n minus 1. I could leave it like that as well. Okay. Now according to question, in the lth, mth and nth seconds, displacements are a, b and c. So a, b and c. U plus P by 2 2l minus 1. U plus P by 2 2m minus 1 and U plus P by 2 2n minus 1. These are the displacements. Okay, so the steps that we need to follow now is we have to find U and P using two equations and put them in the third one. Okay, so let's name the equations. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. All right, so when I subtract equation 1 and 2, so equation 1 minus equation 2, I will get a minus b is equal to p by 2 2l minus 1 minus p by 2 2m minus 1. So a minus b will be equal to p times l minus m. So I basically found p is equal to a minus b by l minus m. Okay, then I can find u as well. Okay, so in equation 1 again, a equal to u plus p by 2 2l minus 1, a equal to u plus p by 2. Or let's do something, let's not follow this step, this will be lengthy. Let's subtract now 1 and 3. So equation 1 minus equation 3 will be what? So a minus c is equal to, again u will cancel out and we will get p by 2 2l minus 1 minus p by 2 2n minus 1. Okay, right. So this will be equal to p times l minus n. This is a minus c. And what is P? We just calculated. So A minus C is equal to A minus B by L minus M into L minus N. So let's just rearrange this equation. That's all we have to do. Take L minus M on the other side of the equation, multiply it. So AL minus AM minus CL plus CM is equal to AL minus AN minus BL plus BN. So AL will cancel out and 0 is equal to A times M minus N plus B times N minus L plus C times L minus M. This is what we get. So the correct answer will be option A.